Get ready to explore Odaiba. From interactive art at the Teamlab's Planets exhibition to the bustling Toyosu Fish Market onto Odaiba itself with its iconic Gundam statue. Stay tuned to see if we manage it in a day. And welcome to the second full day of our holiday. As you might guess, we've struggled with itineraries, so what we ended up doing was picking 1 or 2 attractions a day, aiming for the main attraction as early as possible and staying in the area. Tokyo is bloody huge, you don't want to be hopping around all over the place. On that first afternoon in Tokyo, we actually got sight of Odaiba on an impromptu boat tour we took. Now, I'd already decided we wanted to look at Odaiba, but that made me decide I'm definitely going back there. I'd already booked a morning visit to Teamlab Planets for our third full day, so we decided to build Odaiba around the rest of it. So let's dive in and see if we managed Teamlab's Toyosu Fish Market and Odaiba in one day, and how knackered were we at the end of it. So Teamlab's Planets is an immersive digital art exhibition located in Odaiba. It's a captivating showcase merging cutting-edge technology with artistic expression, offering you a journey into the realms of wonder and imagination. I've just read that off the advert, haven't I? Oh wow. You good at it? Ratio. Winner of the world's biggest beanbag goes to Tokyo. Please excuse my footage. I'm an amateur and it's not. It's one of those things that I don't think you can demonstrate how amazing it is without actually going there. I think that's the point of it. And even though Teamlab's Borderless has now reopened, Teamlab's Planets is still an amazing place to go. Obviously Borderless hadn't reopened by the time we were there, so we had to make do with Planets, and even now I would recommend it because everyone's saying the queues for Borderless are terrible. But you're instantly enveloped in a symphony of light and colour, but obviously the goal is to get you from A to B, so some bits are, for example, the waterfall is a way of getting you up some stairs. Obviously you're going to get your feet wet, and another tip is, because there's so many mirrored floors, if you're going to wear a skirt, put some shorts on as well, because people can see up, obviously. But I think they actually have some available. Neither of us were wearing skirts, so we were free to do what we wanted. And to me, I think the drawing on the water, where you've got the koi carp moving around, was pretty damn good. And the sitting down watching the stars, or the patterns in the sky that were meant to simulate stars, were amazing, as were the room with all the flowers where as you walk towards them they move up and out your way, so you never take the same route through it twice. Outside you've got some orbs. You can tell I'm not an art critic. As an exhibition, I would say we spent an hour and a half taking it all in. Because we got there early, the cafe wasn't open yet, so we weren't able to have a snack there, but yeah, definitely recommend it. And it's a great way to start your day and then carry on your exploring. So after leaving Teamlab's, we decided to head to the Toyosu Fish Market. I'd heard so much about the amazing live auctions and I thought it'd be great to see. Now the fish market was located there in 2018 after closing the famous Suzuki Fish Market, which is still there but more as a street food destination. We were able to go there, but we got the timing wrong. As did we for the tuna auction. We were much too late in the day for that, but the place was still a bustling hive of activity. There were some nice cafes and plenty of space to learn about the operation. It's a huge area. If you're lucky enough to get there for the auctions, I believe they're well worth seeing, and they are trying to promote tourism there, and it is growing. Seeing as they only moved there in 2018, I should imagine a lot of things went on hold during COVID. But it's only 2 train stops away from Teamlab's, so certainly worth a look. Now a couple more stops down from the fish market is Odaiba Bay Complex itself. Odaiba itself is a man-made island originally built in the 19th century for defensive purposes, but has since evolved into a Best way to describe it is an entertainment and retail area. It's even got its own Statue of Liberty. And of course, my main appeal when I got there was seeing the rather large Gundam statue outside of Odaiba City. And there's so many other landmarks there. You've got the famous Rainbow Bridge, can't help thinking of Mario, and the huge shopping complex inside, and it's also the home of Fuji TV. We're now coming down from the Fuji TV building. There was no signs at the bottom, but it turned out that there's something going on today, so we can't go in. I'll put some pictures up of what we did take pictures of, and they were filming a show while we were there. It looked very chaotic, reminds me a bit of Clive James on TV days. But in all honesty, it was worth it just for this really cool escalator. So after going up to Fuji TV, we went to a place called Joypolis, or Joyopolis. It's basically a Sega themed arcade complex. There's a really cool Sonic the Hedgehog roller coaster there that spins and loops. It was absolutely psychotic is the best way to describe it. But essentially Odaiba's a pretty cool place and the shopping's great. There's so much to do there. You could spend a whole day there. There was the Hello Kitty shop next to the Turd Museum of all places. But we had a bit of time left, so we headed to... Right, we're in Akihabara. I was hoping to film Book's first purchase, but they bought something in the very first shop we went into.
It was Mitsuru, so...
Yeah, couldn't help themselves. So we'll have a, we might have a showing that in the hotel room later. But this is Akihabara. I think it's Japan's version of Blackpool. Do not do that with the song. Wagyu. Being the tight wad that I am, we've gone to a street vendor in Akihabara, but I saw the piece before it went in. You could see the marbling on the meats, and does that not look just stunning? So first bite. Absolutely, you just taste it. It's stunning. Stop. I have no idea what this stuff is, but I'm told it's cool. Book is totally geeking out in here, and we'll probably need a sedative after we finished.
Yes.
This is Anime, the largest, tallest
So cute.
anime related store in Akihabara. It means nothing to me, but I'm enjoying seeing my kid happy. I really didn't expect to end up in Akihabara the same day as we'd done teamlabs and Odaiba. Now fair enough, you could do a lot longer in Odaiba than we did, but we'd had an early start and Book was starting to flag, and I just thought it would be a nice way to finish the night off by going to Akihabara. And to actually get my first Wagyu, which, if it was real Wagyu, it tasted different to normal street steak, so I suppose it was. Book got to see all the crap they like to buy at home for less price, and of course there was wall-to-wall gashapons everywhere, which again Book loves doing. Yeah, very full day, and I think any one of the areas other than maybe teamlabs would certainly fill a day. If you got to the Toyosu Fish Market early, you'd have seen the auction, and there was a lot going on around there, and you could definitely have done more in Odaiba. But we're quite chuffed to have managed that in a day. But as I said at the start of the video, I was looking for how best to approach a day in Tokyo, and I would say my advice would be to pick the one thing you want to do and just see what else is around there. We did not expect to rattle off 2 areas, and we didn't rush, but we did get back to the hotel knackered, which is kind of the point. We were only there for 12 days, so we tried to cram as much in as you possibly could, and it's our first time, so even if we saw something that was mediocre, it was still a unique Japan experience. And I think that's a lot of the problem with people's expectations of Japan, is that they just have to catch them all in Pokemon terms. You don't. It's such a unique place. The experience of being there is as magic as what you actually see. So I could ramble on forever, but I'm not going to. I'll do another video for next week. If you've got any questions, put them in the comments below. I'm loving the amount of subscribers I'm getting for these, and we'll see you soon.